Hello everyone, it is I, Shockwave, back again with another Shockwave review. This time it's Shockwave from Transformers Shockwave. No, it's from Transformers Cyberverse, that new cartoon that actually isn't too bad right now. But yeah, we're like 3 episodes in, so who knows? But yes, I found the new Ultra Class Shockwave from Transformers Cyberverse. This guy's really cool. Shall you say he's the bee's knees? Get it? Because he can bend his knees and other Shockwaves can't. We'll get to that. But yeah, there's Shockwave. He's looking like Shockwave, and that is all that matters to me. Well, not really. I also want it to be a good toy, and thankfully this one also is a good toy. So taking a look at how he looks a lot like Shockwave from Transformers Cyberverse. It's almost like he is from Transformers Cyberverse. He doesn't really have the evil eyebrow going on like the warrior class, but it's kind of there. I love the paint, man. The paint is so nice. He's got like that kind of like this pink on his shoulders and on his arms and his belly, his chest. It's looking really nice. It's just a nice looking figure, man. They really didn't skimp out on this. This is basically like a Voyager figure. Ultra Class is basically just the Voyager class. Now, most of the figures are very gimmick-ridden and have almost no articulation, but because of how Shockwave transforms, he actually has pretty much all the articulation you really need. Well, what can I say, man? It's nice looking. It's a Shockwave, and I like me some Shockwave. So articulation, let's get that out of the way right now because he's got some nice stuff going on. So his head can swivel, unlike the warrior class. That's an automatic win for me. Both shoulders are on ball joints, actually, so they go swiveling and in and out. He's got a bicep swivel on both arms, which is nice. No elbow on this arm, but that's completely understandable because it's a gimmick. But he does have an elbow on this arm. And it's nice, man. Does what it needs to do. He actually has a waist joint, which is really nice. But because of that, he doesn't have a thigh swivel. But his thighs are on ball joints, so you kind of get some pose in there. If you just kind of want some little dynamic looking stuff, it works. It's nice. His legs kick forward pretty nice. He's got a really nice knee bend, and it actually locks in that position. So it's also really good for posing too. You can get on a really nice kneeled pose. And he also has ankle articulation. It moves up and down, and it pivots, man. It pivots. His ankles pivot. They're on ball joints, dude. Ah, it's so nice. Can't believe they actually put his ankles on ball joints. It's so cool. So, his gimmick is nice, and I like it. So what you do, you just point out his cannon arm, and you've got this lever right here. You can also pull on that lever. And through a series of gears, he flips out I think they call this, I don't know, shock blast maybe? Something like that. It's either shock blast or something wave. I don't know. They like doing like a little pun on it. But yeah, it's a cannon blast and it's cool and I like it, man. It looks good. Actually, really reminds me of the Beast Hunters Shockwave, which is also a very nice toy with a very cool gimmick for his cannon. Man, this is just basically besides an elbow for this. Besides an elbow for this arm and thigh swivel, he's fully articulated for what you need for a transformer. He's all there, man. And he's looking cool. Now, let's get on to transformation, because he transforms into a thing. That's all I can call it, is a thing. So what you want to do, you want to flip his arm, and then just kind of rest it in the back here, then also position that, and then rotate this. But before we rotate that, I want to show you a little secret. What if I told you that he technically actually has a proper left arm? He does. And it's really weird. It tucks inside his body for transformation. And this is really crazy because it's really in there, man. If you really know how to get it in, like it's almost not even visible. It took me a while to find the best configuration to fold up the arm in, but this is the best configuration. This right here, having this piece slightly bent, the elbow bent all the way, and that turned around. Man, the force it took me to do that popped out the leg. That's nuts. But yeah, you just raise this up, it tabs in, rotate it, boom. He literally has another arm. No hand, no cannon, but he's got another arm, dude. He's got another arm. That's kind of really cool. That is really cool. I guess you can just kind of imagine that to be a hand or a cannon. I don't know. It's up to you. I mean, there's already plenty of Transformers that just don't have a hand. So if you can just kind of live with that, man, it's fine. And I think it looks pretty decent. If you just kind of want a normal arm. And that gives him an elbow, too. He's got an elbow on this arm. It's just so nuts. It's so crazy. That's for the transformation, which, speaking of which, like I said, you rotate his back, so you have the cannon facing forward, lift up his chest, and then basically what you do, you just orient the arms to be like a walking thing. I don't know what else to say, man. This just kind of comes undone real quick, but it goes back on just as easily as it pops off. But it kind of likes popping off as I turn it, which is odd. But it goes back on all right. Then there we go. Just kind of bend it and configure it in the way you want. And dang it, come on, stop doing that. There's probably a trick to avoid that. But honestly, it doesn't bug me at all. It really doesn't. And then just kind of bend that. You may want to bend this the other way so it kind of matches. It's up to you, though. I would say bend it the other way so it kind of matches a little better. And then there we go. There's the front. And the back is really basic. You turn him at the waist. Wait, actually, you should do that before you do this. So if you're following along with me, I'm sorry. I kind of goofed you up there, but it's all good. We're all good. Then just bend his knees, and they lock in for a reason, because that's where they lock in for this mode, because we're already done. There we go. This is his mode. I'm not even going to call it like an alt form. I'm not even going to call it a transformation. It's just a mode. I mean, this is like akin to Gundam transformations, where they just kind of do a thing. Dude, you know what this is? This is the Ryuseigo the Fourth. That is literally what this is. From Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans, that is literally what this dude is. He's the Ryuseigo the Fourth. That is exactly what he does. Dude. Oh, now I kind of like it a little more. I kind of like it a little more. But yeah, there we go. There's the thing mode. And yes, if you're wondering, this still works. It still does it, and it's still really cool. So there's the thing mode. I'm not going to compare any other alt modes besides the thing mode that this guy has to the thing mode of the warrior class. So here is the ultra class's thing mode compared to the warrior class's thing mode. I think the ultra class does it better because it has a more proper cannon. I mean, it's an actual looking cannon. It actually looks like a cannon. This just kind of looks like a Swiss Army knife, just kind of mounted on the back of it. Now, granted, it does also have a cool gimmick where you push back and, hey, it's got a little blast. But yeah, I mean, this guy doesn't have head articulation. This guy does, man. I mean, is it worth it to you? My answer is, if you're a fan of Shockwave, yeah, it's worth it, man. It's worth it. Now, I'm not really going to keep this. I'm probably just going to give it to my brother since he's a really huge fan of Shockwave. But, yeah, there's that. Now, you may be wondering, oh, J4, you didn't do any robot mode comparisons. That's because I don't really feel that the robot mode comparisons are going to be a comparison. What I think it's going to be? I think it's going to be a Shockwave party! Ain't no party like a Shockwave party, son. So let's get this logic started. So here I am next to a slightly deeper, purpley, and shorter version of myself. I must say, it's quite logical. Oh, the logic, am I right? Even though I'm not really sure if I did make the Dinobots, here I am next to the fall of Cybertron Shockwave, one of the only good Shockwaves we had for years. Here I am next to my sinister movie counterpart, Shockwave. Man, I'm just chomping at the bit to get this comparison over with, because the joke is the movie Shockwave has like mandibles for some reason. I don't know why they did that, but he does. Man, I must admit that Beast Hunter Shockwave is quite glorious and logical, but man, his purple just can't beat my glorious sheen. Here I am next to my Cyber Battalion counterpart. I must say, I think we both look pretty good, even though, man, it's a real knee slapper. It's a real knee slapper, if you know what I mean, because this thing can't bend its knees for some reason, and it's really upsetting. I really don't like that, but I guess it's just what we have to live with in this illogical world. And finally, we have a shock... Wait, who is that? Is... Dad? Dad? So there we go, guys. Shockwave party over. This is a really cool figure. I actually just kind of realized that other lever can actually look like a hose if you turn his arm this way. Oh my god. How can this guy get even cooler? He just did, though. You can also see I didn't really put the arm in all the way, so it's kind of sticking there. That's kind of how it is in the package. I just wanted to show how it looks from the package. And also, it's kind of hard to put it in all of the way. But like I said, you can do really cool kneeling poses. And I really like this guy, and you should buy it, because if I like it, that means you'll like it. Well, anyways, guys, there is my review. I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed making it. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Check out the description below for social media links, as well as my P.O. Box address if you want to send me some meme-erific goodness. Have a good day, guys, and as always, try to stay logical, please. Logic's the only thing I have left. You may say I'm a slave to it. Oh, the irony.